Hello, Mr. Mohsen.
Hello, Mr. Ashraf.
Nice to hear from you. How have you been?
I'm okay. I'm okay. It is always nice to hear from my coach.
That's very humbling. That's very humbling. How has been your week?
My week has been okay. There have been a lot of challenges, but I love challenges. A lot of progress. So I could call it a success to me.
Wow. So, Mr. Mohsen.
Yes.
Today we shall be conducting an coaching session. We have 30 minutes. And as usual, these 30 minutes are yours, confidential, non-judgmental space for you to think and find your solutions to maybe the challenges you're facing or anything that you want. And of course, that is what coaching is about. We are not here to advise, unlike other fields like consultancy, training, and other fields that might involve advising. So this is your free space, non-judgmental, and you have the right to enjoy it fully.
Wow. It's the heartwarming words, and they speak to the heart. I'm glad to be here, Coach.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. So what do we have today that you want to talk about?
There is something that has been running into my mind for some good time. And I would like us to have more clarity about it. I find myself in a position where I want to choose between having many opportunities to run, or focusing on choosing wisely and focusing on little and go deeper into them. So every decision has its own consequences, has its own advantages and disadvantages. So I find myself, if I say I'm going to handle a lot, I won't get time for the creativity I believe I have in me. I won't get time for my family and other things. But I will be very busy. I will accomplish a lot, and I will get more money. But on the other hand, if I focus on little in number, then go deeper into it, I will get time for my family. I will be more creative because I have the time. I will have a peace of mind and time to grow. But I won't have that money that I need to attend to my responsibilities and financial needs. So I'm in a bit of a challenging situation, and I would like to at least overcome it.
So what should happen by the end of the session for you to know that you have overcome it?
I believe if at the end of the session I have more clarity on the best course of action I should take, that would be a plus for me. Because right now, there are a lot of thoughts crossing my mind. So if I can at least have that moment to arrange them and accept a better decision, or if my heart feels contented with the decision that I have taken, I think it would be a success for me. So at the end of the session, I would like to have clarity that enables me to make the decision.
Mm-hmm. So if I understand you well, you want by the end of the session to be able to make a decision on whether to adopt the many opportunities option or to take fewer opportunities and have more time with family. Is that right, Mr. Morrison?
Yes, Mr. Asher.
Okay. So while you were you talked about each option, and you said every option has its consequences. And I would love to ask Mr. Mohsen, how important is it for you to make this decision?
It is really important because it defines the quality of my life. It determines how best I should live my life without regretting. Because at that point, I know this is what I chose to be in life, and that's what I have to do. So to me, it is so important because it gives me the theme of my life, how I should handle my financial life, which has a big impact to other aspects of life. It is really important, so much important.
Well, you talked about quality of your life. What could you would you please tell me more about that? What do you mean quality of your life?
The quality of life, I don't want to pass through life just like that. I want to make sure that I never left any stone unturned. I want to live the best that I could ever live. I don't want to find myself in the late ages saying, I wish I did this, I wish I handled this like that. So quality life for me is when I know I made the right decisions at every stage of my life.
You also talked about not wanting to regret. And I'm wondering how regret looks like for you.
Regret to me is is sitting back and reflecting back to what would have been. Yet there was a chance for me to choose otherwise. Yes, so I want my life to be free of regrets, free of I wish, when by that time I had the opportunity to make a different choice or decision.
So when we look at 10 years from now, 20 years from now, Mr. Moses, what should happen so that you don't feel like you regret? What should have happened right?
That's a good one. What should have happened right? I think I want to be able to put a footprint, something like a legacy behind in my line of work, but at the same time able to earn enough to have a quality life that I talked about. So if I could earn the way I want, but at the same time doing something creative, not just doing to finish or to deliver to a client, then earn enough to take care of my family and to do what someone who knows what to do with money does. Yes.
You talked about legacy and wanting to leave something behind. And where would you say that feeling of leaving a legacy comes from?
I think it comes from the passion that I have, from deep down the person I am. I'm a perfectionist, so I always want to do my best so that I leave a reputation behind. But I can't do that when I have a lot on my table. I have limited time. So it is falling me apart. It is disconnecting me from the passion. It is disconnecting me from my purpose, and it is driving me to a point of deliver so that you finish and have a bread on my table. Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
My heart is heavier whenever I talk about it. Feel a bit helpless.
So, what if you were to advise someone in your situation? What kind of advice would you give them? What advice would I give? I believe I would tell that young man or lady to focus or to choose wisely little things they should focus on, little opportunities, and then deliver and go deeper and do their best so that they can charge highly. Did I just say that? Where did that come from? Yes. Oh yes. If they can focus on little but charge high. So they focus on little, they choose wisely, focus on little, go deeper, charge highly. Wow, I think that would be a powerful strategy. And what would be the impact of that kind of decision on that young man's life, like you have been advising other areas of his life?
I believe it solves everything. It solves the mystery of being disconnected or torn apart from the two things they love most: creativity and money. So I believe the impact is big and huge, because here now you're expressing the best parts of you you have the time to be you, to be the best, but at the same time earning highly to take care of the responsibilities that you have. The impact is really big. It solves everything. It gives you the quality life.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. How do you feel, Mr. Martin?
Like I've just taken a shower.
How is that?
Feel energized. I feel excited to go deeper in this idea, to plan, to strategize, to see how best I should execute it to make it a reality.
And how important is this?
It is important because to me, I feel like everything now is falling into place. And I feel like now I can't wait this session to end so that I can get my notebook and my whiteboard and to start. I'm excited about the idea. I believe it is going to work magic.
So, Mr. Mohsin, from if I understand you well, I'm going to try to tell you what I've understood, and you could please correct me if I'm wrong. Just seeking to understand you better. If I have listened carefully, I would say that you have decided to take fewer opportunities, but do the best and go deeper in creating such that you can charge highly. Is that it?
Yes. Not that every opportunity that hits my desk, I have to go for it now because of money. But now I choose which one would I be more creative with so that I can charge highly. Yes, exactly. Like that.
And how committed are you to take this path?
I would say I'm much committed because this is where I've been stuck. Now that I have got a solution, it's time to dive in. I'm ready since yesterday now.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you think your commitment lies?
Why not? Let me maximize it on 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. This is the core. This is the core for me. Yes.
So, Mr. Mohsen,
yes,
we are coming to the end of our closing session, and I'm really intrigued. I would love to know what your biggest takeaway have been.
To me, the best was my weight that has been on my shoulders has been lifted because I realized that I can still be creative and be the best and at the same time charge highly. So to me, that was the highlight for me in the session. Realizing that I can have both I thought I will have to choose and drop one of them. But actually it is the opposite. It is the opposite. I can have both. That was the biggest takeaway for me. All thanks to you, my coach.
You did most of the work. You did most of the work. Like I said,
so
this is your space.
Yeah,
this is your space, and you did most of the work. However, I'm actually wondering what you are going to do to implement this course of action.
First, I will have to meet my team to introduce this beautiful idea to them so that we brainstorm more about it and how best we should proceed. So meeting my team would be the first thing, and I believe I will do that in our next meeting. We'll sit weekly. So I believe on Friday, that is when we have our meetings, so that we see how best we should execute this. Another thing is to find some mentors, people who have done what I want to do and they have succeeded. People who charge highly and take less tasks or opportunities, so that they focus more. There must be people that have done it. I want to make some research. If they're in my area, that would be good for me to meet them and have a talk with them, and evening tea, to get more insight before I even meet my team. I think that would be really good. Also, I will have to sit down and think deeply about how much this will affect other aspects of life, and if really I need to do some projections, if it can really serve my responsibilities and things that need costs before I take the decision on. I need to make some decisions. I need to make some projections to see if I would charge highly but focus on little, would it grow my company? Would I be able to take care of my family, take care of people, to help, to donate, to grow, to you know. So I need to make some research there, do some projections, play with numbers to make sure that it matches with the reality. Yes.
So, Mr. Mohsen, if we were to put a timeline on these activities, when would you start, and what exactly would you start with?
I think I will start with numbers, then find someone who has done what I want to do, have a talk with them, then I meet my team on Friday. Yes, I think that would be a good plan for me.
Today is Wednesday. Today is Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday.
So how can I follow up on you? How can I think you as your coach?
I think you can check on me Friday evening to see if I've managed to accomplish all the tasks. Friday evening this week, just to check in, and then we meet on the weekend if that's okay with you if you're not tight. We meet on weekend. Normally we used to meet on weekend with you to see if to go through the whole process and then make a decision to execute everything after that session. Yes.
Okay. I think we have come to the end of our session, Mr. Mohsen. And if I were to ask one last question, we began with an objective. You wanted more clarity, and of course, you wanted to be able to make a decision. I'm wondering where we are at as we close our session.
If we were giving marks, I would say we got 100 by 100. we managed to get more clarity, and we've managed as well to make a decision I'm proud of, and a decision I'm excited about, a decision I'm contented with. So thank you so much, Coach.
You're most welcome. And how do you feel about that?
Much better. Excited, happy, curious, of course, where it is going. And I think it would make my team as well happy and motivated, and they will see me as the thought leader for them. Yeah, so yes, I feel really good. I'm no longer confused.
Okay, Mr. Mohsen, it has been nice to listen to you, and I hope to hear from you on Friday.
Yes.
To check in to see if you have done or taken these action steps you have said.
Yes.
Okay, please. I guess I should wish you a good night.
Yes, good night, boss. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.